Welcome back to the Den of Tools. Howdy ho, guys and gals. It's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the Den of Tools. And today we got two new items from Bauer for you. Okay, new and soon to be. So the first item up is the Bauer 20-volt Hypermax lithium cordless compact radio with Bluetooth. Tool only. Okay, so this has been out for a little bit, and I've had it, and I've been sitting on it because I've been playing around with it and stuff and trying to figure out the best way to phrase this, because I was excited about seeing it, but I'll admit I had my misgivings because I felt it was just going to be a cheap little radio. And then there were some features about it that kind of like made me think this thing could be kind of something special. At $40, it's all right. When it goes on sale, it's a much better deal. We're going to get into this some more, but I think you'll be surprised about it. Now, the next item is I don't really have a graphic for because they haven't released it yet. And it's not going to be out, right now. In fact, it's not even coming out this year. Luckily, this year's almost over. So expect this in January. When I'm guessing it's going to be later in January, but it's the Bauer cordless, let me back that up. It's the Bauer hybrid fan. Yep, this is one of their first tools. I think it's the first tool they've done going hybrid. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. I'm sure you'll let me know down in the comments. Like, Barry, oh my gosh, I'm going to turn you into a rug. Anyway, point is, it takes batteries or it plugs in, and I really like that, and I like to see a lot more tools like that, hopefully. So let's jump in. I got some video on both products for you. There we go. First impressions here. That's the antenna. Phone goes in back here. Right there. The battery. Slides in easy enough. One thing it doesn't have, you can grab it. Kind of needs a handle. See, pick it up by that. Yeah. Ready? Aux, FM. That's not terrible. Okay, now we're going to try and set this thing up for Bluetooth. So let's turn it on. Let's turn my phone on. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's go through some of the functions on this. Turn the power on. And we've got a nice color matching backlight. Huh? What do you think of that? Alright, let me turn this down some. Oops, that's the wrong side. Alright, I'll go back. Okay, 102.7. Presets. Looks like we get 10 presets.
Are you doing? Get on board. We've got bonus content, funny moments that happen on the show, a little bit of extras. All you got to do is text podcast, PODCAST.
So press and hold seems to make the preset, so we do this. Or not.
That's the truth.
Hello?
Our records show that you have not...
Alright, so we have kind of an unusual setup here. I wanted to test the distance on how far the Bluetooth would work on the Bauer radio. So what I've got here is we've got the radio set up here on my dash, and I've got my phone set up on the pedestal of that light over there. We're over here at the local park. So we're going to slowly back up while playing one of my videos so you can hear it. This is the 10 Commandments of Shopping at Harbor Freight. I think we're on commandment number 9.
Number 9. Do not enter upon these hallowed halls only to complain of a foul odor, for that heavenly smell is just the off-gassing of savings and perhaps recycled plastics.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward here because I was backing up pretty slow because I'm in a parking lot. Anyway, and it went further than I was expecting. Quite a bit further.
Do not argue with them. Truly, this shall shield yourself. So
I'm
that
out of
even
parking
if
lot.
Thou hast lost thy receipt. Your purchase will still appear in their Hall of Records.
Let's see what we can do here.
Number 5. Thou shalt take a moment for reflection and not immediately decline the offer of an extended service plan. Yes, Harbor Freight is not unto other stores where ESPs are but the devil's gambit. Harbor Freight allows you to save more money by selling many of their warranties, as we say, a la carte. So choose wisely. You may still decide
let's
to
try this
go
a
it
different way.
alone, or you may yet find value in a 2-year warranty that offers an immediate return and exchange on items under $500 in value. And you may do so at any one of their 1,000 locations across the U.S. Such convenience is a calming remembrance in these times of trouble. Number 4. All right, so I pulled up Google Maps to measure this, and it comes out at just a hair over 200 feet. Now, that puts this solidly in the realm of a Class 1 Bluetooth receiver. Class 2 is going to be like, around the room. Class 3 is going to be like basically around your person kind of thing. Going to be a low power device. Now, typically a Class 1 is going to be at a maximum of around 300 feet. Now, granted, this was a suboptimal position. My phone was sitting next to a metal, light pole with high power running through it. And, as I had turned around, I now had the back of my truck basically a Faraday cage around me. So this thing's got some distance on it. And I got to admit, combined with everything else, decent sound, easy to use, runs off the batteries. You can charge your phone off of it. It's hard not to like this. Okay, I know I teased you, so here it is. Here's the Bauer fan. Now, this does look like about every other fan out there, so don't be sitting back thinking this is going to blow your hair back, as it were. But it is exactly what it looks like. It's a light, dual power job site fan. Just enough to cool you down on a hot day. So, there it is with the battery. Here's what it sounds like. And, you can take the battery out there. Well, you can sort of take the battery out. There we go. Take the battery out, and you see the plug's right behind it. Now, you can't plug in both items. I think that's because something bad will happen. You cross the streams or something. I don't know. You summon Gozer the Gozerian. Anyway, the one thing this thing does have in spades is mounting points. In fact, it's kind of silly at some point. There's a mounting point. There's mounting points. Oh, let's look at the bottom of this thing. They're everywhere you look. There's 4 there. Then there's 4 of the, you leave the head of the screw showing out. You can clip it on there. There's 4 of those. And then it's got a hook. Well, anyway, there you go. I thought I'd spice it up, a little bit old, a little bit new. We're going to do this with a couple more items. I've got the router coming up. I've got what else we got? We got the vacuum. I got a bunch of stuff over here. So I know we're going to be doing a whole bunch more stuff. So we're going to kind of spice it up with this. A little bit of the old, a little bit of the new. Also, I've got one of the new Herc drill drivers, and I, of course, have my old Herc drill driver. So we're going to be doing a teardown on those to see if they changed anything. Now, my understanding from Harbor Freight was that, no, this was cosmetics only. But, of course, the rumor mill runs, at its own pace. And there was all sorts of things like DeWalt sued them, and there were aliens, and oh my gosh, I don't know. Anyway, that's all the bear has for you today. You all take care. Don't forget to chomp that like button, or just give it a big chomp there for the bear. And if you like what you saw here, consider subscribing, maybe ringing the bell. Anyway, God bless, and as always, shine on.